Hello everybody, I'm Rob, and we're back with yet another severe weather update as the Storm Prediction Center has issued a long-term 15% risk for Monday of next week, including another 15% risk for Tuesday of next week. The Storm Prediction Center rarely issues a day 7, day 8 risk, so we do have the storm chasing shirt on today. Looks like we could have a potential for some big severe weather outbreaks here next week, so let's go ahead and just get right into the weather models. Currently we're looking at, this is our day 6 severe weather outlook. You can see this pretty wide area of 15%. There's a very good chance that severe weather will occur on the outskirts of this, a little bit farther north, a little bit farther east as well. I would not be surprised to see the severe weather jutting all the way up into Oklahoma, maybe even as far north as Oklahoma City, maybe even farther. So this is for Monday. Very good chance we could have some very significant weather. And as a matter of fact, even though this is a day 6, day 7 risk, the Storm Prediction Center is noting that there is potential for very large hail and tornadoes, which means this setup is very favorable for supercells and tornadoes, probably long track tornadoes looking at the current models. And then this is Tuesday as our system moves a little bit to the east. You can see focusing on Louisiana, southeast Arkansas, and Mississippi. This day also looks like a very good chance down here right on the Mississippi River Delta. Looks like a very good chance as well that we could get supercellular thunderstorms. Very favorable kinematics and thermodynamics for supercells and tornadoes are going to be in place for both of these days. So I would not be surprised to see within the coming days that we see the Storm Prediction Center start talking about the potential for strong tornadoes to occur in environments such as this one. So let's go ahead and look at what's causing this though. So we're currently looking at the GFS model. So this is our longer term American model. And you can see this this trough just diving south into Mexico, New Mexico, Arizona, right down here, and just it gains amplitude. Actually, you've got over 100 knots of flow in the upper level of the atmosphere here, and we can see on Monday by about midday, this will become a bowling ball trough. It'll become fully almost circular. Which will really amplify and increase the severe weather chances on the back end of this here. Our dew points actually out here in the Gulf are cooking. We've got over 70-degree dew points just sitting in the Gulf, and there's going to be really completely untapped energy that's going to be just sitting right here, and this system will just pull that energy north, and we're looking at the potential for having a powder keg that's just ready to explode with these whenever these storms fire up here. I mean, you can see we've got over 100 knots of flow here, and that's a very strong jet streak. And as we get into Tuesday in the morning, it does start to shear out a little bit as it moves east northeast. However, it still is pretty favorable wind shear here. You've got 50, 60 knot upper level flow here in Louisiana. Right here on the Louisiana Mississippi River Delta, you've got 60, 70 knot flow. So again, very favorable both thermodynamics in the fact that we will have lots of energy, lots of cape available, but also favorable kinematics, as well as we're going to have lots of turning with height, lots of speed shear in the atmosphere, and photographs that are very favorable of organized severe weather, specifically supercells. So and the reason I'm excited about this one is I may have the opportunity, depending on what my classes looks like. As of right now, it looks like I might have the opportunity to maybe chase the kind of the northern mode up here if we do get some severe storm development in the Ohio valleys. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take a look at our lower level jet now. We're gonna go to the 850 millibar. So that is Friday, moves by, and then on Monday. So on Monday we can see this is our lower level jet. So this is in the some of the lowest levels of the atmosphere. You can see this jet just screaming north. I mean, you've got 60, almost 70 knots of lower level jet flow right here in southeast Oklahoma, northeast Texas. And what that's going to do is that's going to take all this energy that's right here in the Gulf and just pull it up north. And whenever you have southerly flow with a little bit of a westerly upper level jet as well, with the amount of speed that's present in these systems, it just spells the possibility of an outbreak, quite frankly, of severe weather and potentially a tornado outbreak. And you can see on Tuesday, as well as we get into the morning hours Tuesday, you still do have 40, 50 knot lower level flow here. Sorry. And as we move into noon and then the afternoon hours, right here along the Mississippi River Delta, you've got 50, 60 knot flow again. So very favorable down here for both supercells and the potential for tornadoes. Obviously, all of this is very much subject to change. However, I do think, based on the current models, we do have a chance of seeing possibly back-to-back days producing tornado outbreaks. Now, the Storm Prediction Center sort of names that a tornado outbreak is 6 or more tornadoes, so definitely this environment is favorable for 6 or more tornadoes. Doesn't mean that it's going to be a deadly 2011 type of outbreak, probably not. However, I do think there's a good chance that both on Monday and Tuesday we could be seeing more than 6 tornadoes both of those days. So, and even the chance of seeing some strong tornadoes both of these days as well. So, now we're going to look at our energy helicity. So what this does is this overlaps our CAPE, our available energy for our storms, with the wind shear in the atmosphere. It combines both of these numbers and creates a general composite. So we can see late night on Sunday, we start to get... we can see that late night on Sunday, we get a little bit of that energy here in west central Texas. Not really looking like much on this day. And we still do have some of that here again overnight, probably early in the morning Monday. But I wouldn't expect much to be going on at that time. Now, what the main concern is, as you can see right here, this is where you have all of those dew points, that really moist, just explosive air mass that's going to be flying into Texas. And by about midday, about noon, going into, I think, about 1 o'clock, you're going to be seeing values over 6 right here in Texas. And the soundings on these are probably going to be pretty incredible. I'll just take a sounding here from kind of the general area. And yeah, you can see it's a tornado sounding. We've got over 2,000 CAPE, which is more than enough for organized severe weather. And you can see the wind shear here. It's a very sharp curve. That's actually not the most favorable for tornadoes, but good enough for tornadoes, generally speaking. So now let's go ahead and move into Tuesday. As we get into the about afternoon hours Tuesday, about 1 o'clock, again, you can see this warm sector spanning pretty much the entirety of the Mississippi River Delta here, the entirety of Louisiana, and then really strengthening as we get into about 4 p.m. right here across the Mississippi, specifically around Jackson, Mississippi, up to central Mississippi. So very concerning scenario, actually. If we go right here near Jackson, we'll probably see a PDS. Yeah, there it is. Particularly dangerous situation. Look at the curvature on this photograph. That is a more favorable photograph for tornadoes than the last one that we just looked at. And we still are dealing with 2,500 CAPE. I mean, our numbers are off the charts. The supercell composite's really high. I would not be surprised to see the Storm Prediction Center, like I said, start talking about the potential for stronger tornadoes in this event, because it does look very, very both possible, and as we get closer, it could be likely. So I'm gonna make sure that I keep updating everybody on the latest models, as it looks like we definitely have the chance of seeing a tornado outbreak both on Monday and Tuesday. So I'm gonna keep you guys updated. So if you like getting updates like this one, then I recommend subscribing to the channel. I try to offer my most honest opinion, and quite honestly, my honest opinion is that it looks like we do have a concerning setup coming for both Monday and Tuesday. So please, everybody, thank you for watching and stay safe out there. Peace out.